She's a pilot, she's a surfer, and he is an astronaut. Kids will be kids, happy and carefree. But as a parent or grandparent, you care more because you know life is not all smiles. That's why we created Child Protector, a critical illness insurance plan covering 15 critical illnesses, providing hospitalization benefits, life insurance, and investments. So make sure your child can live life to the fullest. Apply for Sagicor Child Protector today.
We all lead busy lives. We spend so much time in traffic or on a bus. But with all these distractions, there is an opportunity to make our time together something to get dressed for. Making time to share the goodness, share a milestone, share a meal. Sharing your life's most important experiences is a meal together away. The best dressed chicken. Make life delicious.
In a time where so much is uncertain, there's one thing that I know for sure, is that we are one Jamaican family. And as family, we must take care of each other. That's why we at Hardware and Lumber, including H&L Rapid True Value and H&L Agro, are doing everything that we can to support the nation, including donating 1% of our online sales to Food for the Poor, so that they can help those among us who need it the most. Each time you shop at hardwareandlumber.com, we give. So let's give together and make a difference. We are going to get through this, and we are going to get through it together. So manners and respect, Jamaica.
Hello, good morning. It's a memorable Tuesday. It's a historic Tuesday because it's not every single day that your editor-in-chief gives you the front page of the Observer newspaper. I suspect it's because he's madly in love with Naomi Campbell. But here's the thing. Let us hear what Naomi had to say about all of this.
I'm so happy that Novi MacDonald-White and the Jamaican Observer have brought together designers from the Caribbean and Nigeria for a virtual celebration of fashion. If the last few months have taught us anything, it is that we have the power to create our own narrative and our own icons. And I can't wait to see the next fresh new interpretations of style. Good luck, God bless, and please be safe.
And there's nothing quite like a rock star, Naomi, shouting out to all of us. And she said the Caribbean and Africa. That will be you, Mai, by the way. We're really delighted to present 13 fresh designers, fresh thinking. The world invariably looks to us, and we tend to give the world what they want, whenever they want. What COVID-19 has really shown us is that we have to pivot. We have to do things in a different way. As Norma always asks the questions on these webinars, what else can you do? What are you doing? What do you want to do? I'd like to thank the Jamaica Observer, obviously, for this platform, and our partners, Sagicor, from day one. This is webinar number 10. Alicia, thank you. The Best Dressed Chicken, Hardware and Lumber, Rapid True Value. You heard their messages. They're all on board. We're doing things differently, and we are starting today with James Black for Love YC. Good morning.
Good morning,
I've never seen you this fabulous, and I've known you since birth. Thanks.
Wow, that's kind of bad. It took 34 years to look fabulous.
Jamie, tell us about.
Good morning, everyone, all of the designers from around the Caribbean. I'm very excited to be a part of this.
Could you tell us about your presentation today, Jamie?
Okay, so my 60s collection today it really encompasses the YC woman, what summer to her looks like. It's fun, it's flirty, it's signature YC. I actually have a couple pieces in there that people may know the brand for, but it's just been tweaked a bit and updated. But really about the summer basics, what the YC woman would have in her suitcase. She's going on vacation. She has to have some key pieces, I won't give it away, that every woman should have in her wardrobe. And then also just easygoing, laid back, just true essence of the Caribbean. And of course, Jamaica is just, very cool, relaxed vibe that we have as a people. It's showing right through this entire collection.
I hope our listeners are now hearing okay. I gather there was no sound, so let's hope that there is sound now. We introduced James Black's collection for Love YC. I dare say we are off to a brilliant start. We'd like to now introduce Mina Robertson for her Valley, who will tell us about her collection.
Hey everyone. First of all, I want to thank Novia and the entire O team for inviting Haveli to be part of this, to take a seat at this historic table. I want to thank the fellow presenters here for sharing your talents and providing inspiration for me personally and to the design community from the Caribbean to West Africa and beyond. What you're about to see is a reimagining of what inspired me to start Haveli. And if I had to sum up Haveli in one word, it would be connection. Connection to one's highest self and form of self, and what the potential of that power when we connect to the highest selves of each other. And the brand was really founded on three main vertebrae, if you will. One is easy elegance, divine femininity, and legacy passion. And that ties into everything we do. So when we talk about legacy fashion, the impact we're making on our earth, it impacts or influences our decisions to only use natural fibers and choose an ethical production system and supply chain mechanism, to our choices of divine femininity. We want to be an inclusive brand, and that's reflected in the easy elegance and relaxed silhouettes to our inclusive size range from XXS to XXL. It's about connection, it's about love, it's about the ability or the potential for our world when we all connect to one another. I want to just quickly thank the Havelic community of creativity and love who helped put this together in front of the scenes and behind the scenes. One of the models I ambushed in the supermarket. I thank you all for putting this together, in particular Isabella Issa, who directed and edited. This is Return to Still by Haveli.
Je suis assise, je me le permets. Je suis assise dans la profondeur de moi-même et comment cela est conçu pour servir. Cela peut sembler clément à certains, et peut-être mal compris par d'autres. Mais qu'importe, il ne s'agit pas d'eux. Il ne s'agit pas de leur peur, ni de leur obstination à glisser de nénuphar en nénuphar de distraction. Je resterai assise. Pour contrer les distractions, j'ai des symboles. Ces symboles me fondent et sont un conduit vers ma source. Ma ficelle puja rouge, mon saphir jaune sur mon index droit. Qu'ils me guérissent réellement, ou que je pense qu'ils le font, est une question rhétorique. Mon esprit est en effet aussi puissant. Je suis en effet si puissante. Je détiens mon pouvoir. Tant que je pourrai rester assez immobile, je me connecterai, je m'enflammerai. Je me délecte des moments où je laisse mijoter l'extérieur pour que la flamme de mon moi le plus élevé puisse brûler. Chaque sens de mon être a besoin d'espace. Alors je tiens l'espace. Je vais remplir l'espace. Je protège la route de mon feu. Je nourris mon feu. Car il n'est pas que pour moi. Sa lumière, sa chaleur n'est pas seulement mienne. Elle est ce qui relie et je prends cette responsabilité au sérieux. Alors je garde cette voix dégagée. Je reviens immobile. Évalue tous les devrais-je. Est-ce pour l'histoire ou l'expérience? Honore la santé, honore le bien-être, mange le putain de chocolat. Détiens ton pouvoir, fais confiance à ton propre savoir. Cherche la sagesse des expériences, cherche la vérité de l'intérieur. Ta vie est ta prière. Je suis, je suis, je suis.
Je suis. Merci mille fois, Mina.
Oh, fantastic.
We now introduce Bill Edwards for Bill Edwards' collection. Bill, tell us about your collection. That sounds like a Kenya moment in Mission Catwalk. Bill, tell us about your collection. How did I do?
I know, Bill.
First, let me say thanks to you and the Jamaica Observer for really thinking outside the box to bring this virtual fashion show to the world. It's really hard to show 6 pieces in a Bill Edwards collection because over the years, we have been in business for over 27 years, and we'll be showing our signature line of Italian linen pieces that many persons has come to know. So this is no different. Bill Edwards really have a resort lifestyle collection, pretty much for the guys who are confident, the sophisticated guys, the classic guys. So this collection is no different. It's ready to wear. We'll be showing some prints, some florals, and our signature line of linen jackets. So I want you guys to just sit back, relax in the world, and enjoy the look. Anybody is interested, you can contact Bill Edwards. Google. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I'm just so happy that people are ready to shop. For James Black for Love YC, she does have a handle, and she's ready to receive all inquiries, preferably cash. Mina Robertson for Havali, she too has a website as well, so she's ready to receive all. And then afterwards, we will speak about the different types of fabric. Each designer will talk about the fabric that they use because everybody wants to know what's cool, what's hot in the Caribbean. Obviously, we like to keep cool. here, my besties here with me. Jacina is wearing.
I'm wearing Love YC for James Black.
There you have it. Oh, all right. And Alicia?
I'm wearing the Kenya Linton.
NMW is wearing Mina and Greta Constantine. Thank you. Pauline?
Mailing, of course.
Bien sûr.
Oh, mailing, of course.
And the fabulous Norma?
I'm wearing Candy Fab headpiece, and I'm wearing mailing.
Bien sûr. So, and Bill Edwards has told us where you can find him, and I'm not too sure where those gorgeous-looking males reside, but they're in Jamaica. We'd now like to welcome Ashley Rousseau for Beanie Bud. She will tell us about her collection. Ashley.
Thank you, Novia. Thank you for including us. We're only a year old. We work with 50 artisans all over the island, creating items for both the home and for personal use. This year's collection is really celebrates the straw heritage of Jamaica. And also the fine craftsmanship of artisans who work in upcycled materials like horn and conch. So we hope you enjoy, and look forward to hearing lots of feedback. Thank you.
Wait at the town and tell the people. Yes, we're looking at the bag. A dying art that needs to be resurrected in this life. We need so much for this. So much. Wait the town and tell people.
Beautiful. The tourist board should buy this program. I swear.
No, we'd rather leave it with surgical. Thank you.
We're trying. Seriously.
There you have it.
No, these pieces are fantastic. No.
Look at that, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Wow.
And that shot. Don't forget to switch back to this one.
I like that you acknowledge.
Oh, awesome.
Do we have something to offer the world? Absolutely. So, all of those Beanie Bud bags,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Might I suggest that they cost the same as the world's top designers and more?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ashley Rousseau, for Beanie Bud. We now move to Kenya Linton. George, tell us about. Oh, I need to do you again, Kenya. Tell us about your collection.
Yes, oh, muted.
Did you mute? Can you unmute? We're not hearing you.
Okay, I just I just unmuted.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. We're hearing you now. Tell us about your collection.
All my fellow designers and the fabulous ladies in the studio with Novia. Thank you, Novia, for doing this, and thank you to the Jamaica Observer for pioneering this, and thank you to our sponsors for making this possible. I also want to thank, before I say anything about the collection, I want to thank the film crew who came together at last minute to get this done, and in record time for Novia. And I just want to really thank Michael Pushney, who was the director and editor, and Gareth M. who came on last minute. It really meant a lot to me. Now, for this collection, for those who know me very well, know how important the sunrise is for me. And the collection is called Morning Skies. Also, during the pandemic, I would retreat to the hills, and the most beautiful thing is watching the sunrise over the hill. And I was inspired by the soft colors of the sky, the pinks and the blues, and just the sun-kissed leaves of the bamboo. It was just so beautiful that I was inspired, and I wanted to use soft colors, so I stuck to pastels, so the pinks and the purples and the pastel greens. Those were my color palette, and it was cheerful and uplifting, especially in these times when we're all uncertain about, the economic state. So for me, I wanted to use soft, cheerful colors, and I chose pastels, and it's inspired by the beautiful sunrise, and the collection is called Morning Skies. Enjoy.
Stage left, stage right, the game is over. You act like a superstar, but look, stage left, stage right, the game is over. Baby, forget it. He's mine, all mine. You gon' regret it. Wasting your time. He said he's leaving. The past behind. You better put those dreams to sleep. I sing that lullaby. Sing that lullaby. Who you choosing? Aphrodite or Miss Lucy? Lucy, goodbye. Bring me the bottle. Yeah, I'm getting used to the taste of trouble. Yo, I do know what he's like under the covers. Will you rough it up like us? I choose his lovers. Tell her forget it. He's mine, all mine. You gon' regret it. Wasting your time. He said he's leaving. The past behind. You better put those dreams to sleep. I sing that lullaby. I sing that lullaby.
Well,
Wow.
is there any more champagne? Thank you. Thank you, Select Brands, for the Perrier Jouet. I knew the time would come for us to pour. Carlton Brown for Carlton Brown. Over to you now, please.
Good morning, everyone. Let me put them on the cup. I want to say thanks to the Jamaica Observer. Nova McDonald White, you have always been a trendsetter at everything in fashion. That's why I tell you, Nova, all the time, don't leave your slippers a road.
What does that mean?
But I must say, my collection is called Essentials, really taking it back to basics, because based on what is happening in terms of the world today, not much is happening in terms of, going out. So sometimes, fabric choice is important. So for me, it was just going back to, the cottons and, the various prints, keeping it simple, a nice cotton suit, you can switch up a jacket, pants, do a lot with it. You know what I mean? So that's just basically what it is for me. So all I can say is enjoy.
Having as much fun as we are. Shout out to Angeli and to Ashley. They're hosting a champagne brunch somewhere and making a lot of noise somewhere. So I really hope you're making as much noise as we are and really, really enjoying. Thank you very much for all of the messages. We will come back to you. Lisa Hutchison, yes, we love Beanie Bud. We carry them to you to do our hair. And we're trying to get you to put more cream in our hair because we're carrying Beanie Bud. So we will, the designers will, you'll all be able to speak to the designers as soon as we finish the last collection. They will tell you all about the pieces and, you know, and most importantly, where you can purchase. Because the Observer newspaper is all about making life easier and more fabulous for our beloved readers. Because every day matters. You see, every day matters. Observer creates virtual history. Don't get it twisted. Kurt Pickersgill had his coffee early this morning because he's 1 hour ahead of us, and he came early and prepared. Not like some people, we will not call their names. But thank you very much, Kirk. We love you. You're just amazing. He really is the most humble individual who dresses everybody, including my bestie, Meghan Markle. Thank you, Kirk. Welcome, Kirk. Tell us about the pieces that we are going to see.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Greetings from Canada. I'd like a little bit about Greta Constantine. We are based in Toronto, Canada. We've been around for about 15 years. Greta is not a real woman. It's myself and my design partners. Greta is my design partner's mother's name, and Constantine is my grandfather's name. So Greta is actually fictitious, but she does exist in our minds and in the world. Some of the people we've dressed, as Novia was saying, Meghan Markle, the Honorable Juliet Holness, Angela Bassett, who we just got to meet in March. Mary J. Blige. I don't want to brag anymore. But what you're about to see are some pieces that we've showed in March. So take it from here, Novia.
Okay, we're ready when the guys are. The brilliant phase 3 guys. Yeah. And truth be told, all you need is, as the French was, un petit soupçon, because it's called damage, collateral damage. We leave the shores of Jamaica and, Jamaica via Canada for Barbados, for Nefertari Cadell and Candy Nichols. Let's pause to convey, on behalf of all of us here and the Jamaica Observer newspaper and Jamaica, our condolences on the passing of Owen Arthur, a beloved icon, a regional champion. Welcome, Nefertari. Welcome, Nefertari. You can just tell us about your designs.
Good morning, and thank you, Novia, for this opportunity, and to your sponsors and the Jamaican Observer. Y'all are doing a fabulous job with this in giving us exposure to the world, and I think it's fabulous. My collection is very feminine. It's very fluid, organic. I like very natural materials. I decided to do white. Everybody knows me for hand painting and textiles with lots of colors. And I decided to tone it down in light of everything that's going on at this present time, especially in the Caribbean and in Barbados, but also to keep it fresh with lots of femininity, curls and swirls and movement and, fabulous stuff.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nefertari. Just got a message that Wes from Canada, Carlton, wants some of your pieces, so that's good news. I can assure you his credit card will not bounce. We're still in Barbados, and we welcome Candy Nichols for Candy Fab. Norma is actually wearing a Candy Fab piece. Candy, welcome.
Thank you.
And the floor is yours.
Thank you. Morning, everybody. Good afternoon, depending where you are. I just want to say thank you to the Jamaica Observer for this opportunity, and thank you to Novia for this. I have to give a special shout out to my 17-year-old daughter, Nalia, who actually put together my video for me in about 10 minutes, and I'm very grateful for that. My collection, most people know me, I make headwear. Candy Fab is a headwear line, and I make headwear, but because of the sign of the times, I've resorted now. People ask me if I would make masks for them, and so I agreed. So I came up with the Maskinator, which is a mask, but like kind of a fascinator mask. So today I'm showing that collection, and basically that's how my collection came about. I have a friend who, because of the sign of the time, she realized she wasn't going out and asked me to upcycle one of her bags. So I used one of those, and that's also part of my collection. I have a party mask because some people are risking it and going out. Pretty much everybody's wearing a mask right now, except for Donald Trump. But yeah, it's a sign of the times, and I hope you guys enjoy my collection.
The politics and fashion.
I am not lying, it is the truth.
She is funny.
Okay, we have an address for you, Candy, to send the entire collection. all of the pieces. We'll get back to you shortly. Thank you very much. Both Nefertari and Candy from Barbados. Theodore Elyett. Everybody says, yeah. We love Theodore. Happy belated birthday. It was Theodore's birthday yesterday. And
Thank you.
You had a lot of fun. I see all of your admirers in Jamaica giving you a grand shout out. So we'd like to.
I had as much fun as I could. We're on a lockdown.
But we're raising our special toast to you.
Yes.
Cheers to you. Cheers to many, many more. Fab years, of course. Cheers.
Nobi, I just want to say thank you for this opportunity to be able to participate in a creative platform like this at a time when billions of people around the world are facing some of the hardest times. It gives us creatives a voice from throughout the Caribbean and Africa to be able to tell a different story and a different narrative. For me, this 6-piece collection is an exciting one because it is a part of a larger collection that will be revealed for retail sale. It's a collaborative collection with a Bahamian print factory, Bahama Hand Prints. They've been in existence for 40 years now. They approached me in June to create a retail collection with them, Theodore Elyett for Bahama Hand Prints. And so I jumped at this opportunity to be able to showcase 5 of those looks in the showcase today. The collection is entitled Blue La La, so it's inspired by the blue waters which surround the Bahamas. And in the last webinar that we had, I spoke about really trying to transition the brand into being, socially conscious and being sustainable fashion. And so in this collection, the entire collection is comprised of natural fibers. So you have silk, cotton, manufactured natural fibers like rayon, natural fiber voile. So just looking forward to you enjoying the collection. It's called Blue La La, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
Blue La La. Blue La La. Blue La La.
That's correct. Okay, Blue La La.
Blue La La.
From the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Oh, really nice.
Okay, here's the thing now, Theo. Please, we have the private jet on the runway. Please send advance notice to PM Innes that we are en route. Or better yet, bring the collection, Theo, and fit us.
Sounds like a plan.
Bring the collection. Bring the collection, Theo, and fit us. Pauline wants 4. Alicia, you want the first one, and the first 2. Okay, right? So
Sounds good.
So come and do the fitting. It can't always be about mine in this life. It's all about you now.
Will do. And
Okay.
I just want to say the collection, persons who are interested in signing up for updates about the collection is going to drop in November. You can log on to the website, Theodore Elyett, TheodoreElliett.design. And you can just drop me an email, and once you plug that in, you'll get the updated information as to when this collection will drop. And you can purchase online or purchase in stores, or any interested boutiques in Jamaica that want to take me retail. Hey, I'm willing to bring it down.
Okay, let's just we're just going to.
We're ready.
Thank you very much to everybody who's watching. Patricia Henry, OMG Kenya, set as a wow. First time in the hills of the Blue Mountains, Jamaica is on show. Jeanette Lewis, loving the creative presentation by the designers to show off their collection. Kudos to everyone. Ava Sinclair, not a question. However, I have to say this is impressive. Top class. Darling, we don't do pop down. The Observer, Mariam Hines-Smith, just to say, Kenya, the virtual show does nothing to show these very beautiful fluid designs. Had the pleasure to see the actual shoot being done 2 Sundays ago. Absolutely fluid, calm, sophisticated, and very elegant pieces. Awesome collection. Jennifer Curry, yes, Carlton. Yes, Carlton. Cecile, your seat is here. We're missing you, Cecile.
Yes.
We're missing Cecile. Cecile unfortunately lost her mom, but lots of love to Cecile. Yes, Carlton. He also understood the memo. Yes, and he's going to package those guys for us too. Yes, Renee Lindo. Yes to Greta Constantine. Roxanne Coltrost. We would love to provide the designers with an e-store on. Oh, I love that. We would love to provide the designers with an e-store on shopcaribbean.com. We are becoming the widest collection of Caribbean thing. Okay, fine. Our head of advertising marketing, Roxanne, is listening. Send her an ad. Candy Acosta, OMG, is the Greta Constantine brand looking for a live mannequin? Because this Trimbagonian is ready and willing once our borders open, of course. You might have to line up, Candy. Misha Alain, thanks for this amazing platform. We will be able to access lists of all the designers and their contact information. Absolutely, Misha, continue to read the Jamaica Observer newspaper, the only newspaper that really, really matters, that gets it. Is this virtual fashion show now being recorded so that I can watch later? Okay, Raquel, within an hour of the webinar closing, you will receive a link, and you can have your own private viewing tonight and take a better look at everything, which you can purchase, because the whole idea is to obviously put the Caribbean and Africa on the map. Lagos, Nigeria in particular, we're speaking about today, on the map, and for you to know that the Caribbean is definitely open for design, fashion, lifestyle, etc., etc. There is another one. Hello, what's the designer's name? Please, which one? We've had several so far. Shout out to Odette. There's no couch for you, Odette, but you know we love you. You're always there for us. Thank you very much. Okay, we leave the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, where it looks like it's looking good, Theo, over there. And we land in Trinidad and Tobago. Yes. Mailing Esau for Mailing Inc.
Everybody loves Mailing.
Over to you, Mailing. You want to tell us about what we are going to see?
First, I have to thank you, Novia. You know, you always have the finger on the pulse of fashion, and also always keeping us relevant with the rest of the world, the fashion world, because this is what's happening now. And thank you to the Jamaica Observer. When life came to a screeching halt, or I should say business came to a screeching halt in March, I was, of course, upset, worried, and then I decided to spend my days on the veranda of my home. It did me well because I didn't realize how tired I was. I needed time to think, rethink life, wander, dream, read, watch webinars, walk in my garden. And while sitting on my veranda for most of the days, I observed the beautiful fretwork, the jalousies, the wooden boards, and things that I lived with. But it gave me time to really take it all in. And this has inspired my collection, A Quiet Space. Hope you enjoy it.
Mailing and Anthony Reed. How much do we love a love story? And the Caribbean clearly is, really, it's all about love, fabulous, the lifestyle. Do you know how we live here? Haute Caribbean living. Do you have any idea as to how fabulous we are? All good. It's just lovely. Thank you very much, Mei-Ling and Anthony.
Yes.
Yeah. Right, okay. Robert Young for The Cloth. Tell us, Robert, what you've been up to. Too much. We're not hearing you. You want to unmute? Stop talking until you unmute.
Yes, it's muted. Unmuted.
Yes. Okay, you have to start all over again.
Are you hearing me?
We're hearing you. You're right. Now.
Right. This is a small collection, basically reinterpreting things that we've done because this is a time for a kind of pivot and is a nuance of where my direction is going, and I think we all have to go in this next period. It's called Self-Help. Thanks.
Thank you.
Self-help.
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 clapping, keep clapping. Did you see the credits? Like 3 minutes of credit.
Credits. Fantastic.
The world is watching us.
Yeah.
This is absolutely fabulous, says Leela Stiles. I am so proud of Theodore's representation of the, darling, get it right, Toxapew, it's the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Get it right. This is exactly what we needed at this time. Innovative and outstanding designs. Kenya, many pieces loved. That's Denise Miller, Stephen Bassano, I think. Love the showcase thus far. Amazing people and designs. Simone Arthur, well done. Very proud to be in New York watching the Caribbean blow it out of the water. Yes, yes, we can. Yes, we could. Kevin GS, absolutely love the designs by Theodore. Looking forward to the rest of the show. Excellent initiative, team. Proud of what we're offering to the world. This is from Dagon Whiteley. I can't see the person's name. Carrie, fabulous. Lisa Stiles are the designers looking for a London-based fashion stylist. I have models and musicians ready to go. Here's the thing, Lisa. We welcomed your comment, but there are loads of talent here in the Caribbean. You can send for some of them if you wish, or you can retain them. Phase 3, for example, are absolute genius. They take for an exchange. Kudos to Jamaica, Visionaries, and the Jamaica Observer. Yes, let me repeat that again. Thank you, Janice Lawrence Clark. Kudos to Jamaica's Visionaries and the Jamaica Observer. Thank you for a virtual fashion show. Historic, don't get it twisted. Divina Burt, not a question, but loving that. Absolutely amazing. Listen, big up to our sponsors, Sagicor, the best dressed chicken, hardware, and lumber, rapid true value. Because if people don't get it, you're not going to see this. And if people don't get it, you're not going to see this. So thank you. A round of applause to all of the designers so far. I'm saying this to leave Mai in further suspense. Mai is from Lagos, Nigeria.
Sure is.
Welcome, Mai. It is the afternoon in Lagos, Nigeria. Tell us why we need to get married. Because his collection is a bridal collection.
Hi there. Thank you very much to the Observer for inviting me to be part of this historic occasion. And it always feels good to be part of, I always call it reconnecting to my second home, which is Jamaica or the Caribbean in general. Been there once, and it felt just like
come back soon.
I was in Lagos. So I'm always very happy to be called back every chance that I get to be part of something. So thank you very much. And thank you to all the designers that I've showcased today. Some of them I've met and some I haven't met. I look forward to meeting. My collection is actually a bridal collection called Classics. And I think that after, years of being in the bridal industry, making different dresses, I think this season kind of like taught us how, if you know Nigeria, you know Lagos, we have really big flamboyant weddings. And with those not happening at all, people have decided to, shrink the weddings down and get rid of all the extravagance. But the few things that remain constant that you need to showcase, your wedding dresses or your suits, still remain classic. And those are things that you look back years from now, look into those pictures, and they mean something to you. So I decided to come back with something I call Classics so I could share with everybody the real reasons why we do this thing called wedding and the extravagance. So enjoy the show. And thank you very much.
We will. Sure will. As long as you take that. So this is a standing ovation for all 13 amazing designers. Right, we are so proud of you. And who's going to meet Maya at the altar? Don't all fight. Okay, let's go back. Some of the comments. Renee Lindo, Lorks, love mailing. Can't wait to see this collection. Kirk Cambridge Del Pesh, so amazing. Love seeing us on view. Yeah, listen. Can we all clap us, please? Love seeing us on view. Nats Huey, bravo to all involved. Raquel Jenkins, Carlton, always on point. And Earl, loving all the presentations. Richard Malvon, Up Virtual Fashion Show live on. Oh, great. I have to give a shout out to Stephen Steele and Solomon Sharp. We are live at Halfway Tree as well. Wow. Yes. And so thank you very much, Solomon Sharp and Stephen Steele. Thank you very much to Jackie Tyson. Yay. Right, we've got, you need to see outside. There's a popcorn machine and everything. And Shakima Hines with this lovely set. Yes. Plush. Grey, Shaz.
Yeah.
Ginger lilies.
Yeah.
But listen, let's get back to the designers, because every designer, please, you need to have your information ready to share with the world. As we get ready to share some more comments. Judith Greed, loving this, don't say my name. Okay, I'm not saying your name, Judith. I'm sorry. Okay, I love it. I'm supposed to be working. Okay, I'm not saying your name. Judith Green, you're supposed to be working. Some of my favorite people showcased here. Mailing, Candy Fab. Thank you for doing this. Get back to work. Mike Odulana, I'm curious how to balance it. Theo balances his fashion career and not blur the lines between business. Okay, we'll have you answer. We'll ask him that question. Can you just go back up? There was one at the bottom. Here's how you balance it. You just think of all the women who want to look fabulous. Can you just go up again with these things? Earl, Richard, Davina Bennett, not a question, but loving this, absolutely amazing. Sandra Oakley, glad this is being recorded. Yes, it is. And we're halfway through, who knew? Wow, Theodore's collection is fabulous. Kudos. Going the wrong way, guys. The other way, down. Is it up? No.
No,
other way. Sean Williams, up, the other way.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right, Mike, right, okay, fine. Nicolette, Novi, you did it again, thank you. Okay, send all ads to the Observer, please. Renee Lindo, Lorks, love mailing. Yeah, I saw this. Cambridge, okay, fine. Yes, thank you. So let's go to the designers now, then we'll come back to some of the comments. There are like millions. James Black, Jamie Spence. Is James Black for Love YC. Can you tell us a little bit more about what we saw and where, most importantly, where people can purchase your Love YC collection?
First of all, I felt like I was almost in tears just seeing the presentation from all the designers and knowing that we're all amazing. Caribbean people coming together in this way. It was amazing. It was a very emotional experience for me, especially, I'm fans of every designer that showed, so just to be in the presence of them is very humbling. But the collection, as I said, it was really about that YC summer. The YC woman, likes to show skin. She's fun. And so the pieces, you realize, had some summer basics, as I mentioned. I believe every woman in a summer should have a full white outfit. You should have a denim outfit as well. And of course, I showcased some pieces that you can wear at the beach or at the poolside, because the YC woman is doing it all. I mean, even the very dramatic dress at the end is because she may have somewhere fabulous to go that summer. She might even be, she's pregnant and she's having a baby shower. She can wear that. And of course, if she's going to a garden wedding for the summer, so it's really just encompassing, as I said, all that might happen in a summer for this YC woman. And of course, yes, my website is live. All the pieces that I showed are actually available for purchase through my website. It is available worldwide. You can, no matter where you are in the world, you can purchase through my website. And that's always been what YC represents, sharing Jamaica with the world.
Thank you very much. Mina.
I share your sentiment. Very emotional experience, just seeing everyone's interpretation and expression. Very humbled to be part of this. Let's start with where we can purchase. So you can, we're reopening officially at 10A West Kings House Road in Kingston. Please come by. If you'd like to get any more information about what you've seen or any of our other pieces, you can subscribe to our Goddess community, our mailing list, through www.myhaveli.com website, full website to be launched very soon. And DM us on Instagram. We have a very active community. Any photo, any angle, any size, anything you want to ask, we're here. What you've seen, a big part of Haveli and the inspiration behind Haveli is the love of artisanal production. So every material you've seen, first of all, is a natural fiber and it was sourced ethically. And what that means to us is through organic cotton, hand dyeing, natural and non-toxic dyes, biodegradable material, and honoring the heritage of artisanal production in the communities in which we produce. At the end, you saw some bracelets there. More information on these to come. These are produced in Jamaica, and it is going to be a campaign to create equity for community development through artisanal production right here in Jamaica. And I'm very excited about that initiative. And yeah, as I said, throughout every element of our production, it's about connection and inclusivity. Our sizes range from XXS to XXXL. Please, all are welcome, all are goddess, and I cannot wait to see you all.
Thank you very much. Bill? We heard your phone, Bill. Do you want to tell us a bit more? We're hearing you. We're hearing you, Bill, and the phone that went off too.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Let me take it out first. Okay. Bill Edwards. All right, I'm guilty. Our product line right now is available at our factory boutique, Novia, 5 West 5 Green Crescent, Kingston 5. We're doing an online store presently as we speak, right? Because our website has been down for a while. So yeah, my negligence. But COVID had taught us a lot of things. I'm also in the stores, the gift shops in the hotels, a lot of the hotels. And we have a presence in department stores, as you know, in Montego Bay, we in Lloyd's. We do some exports also. But from the advent of COVID, business has been on a downturn, as you know. But hopefully, right, we're back at work now. So hopefully we can start mobilizing things. Full staff is out as of about 3 weeks now, right? So at least we can say that we're getting back to some form of normalcy, right? So for now, they can come to the factory boutique. We have a wide collection of Bill Edwards as usual, right? And as I said, we are in the hotel gift shops and we're in department stores. And I must say, I'm really impressed with my fellow Caribbean designers line. Always on point. Thanks, Novia.
Thank you very much. Ashley for Beanie Bud.
So, Novia, wow, that was an amazing event. Thank
Wasn't
you.
it, Joss? I'm full for the rest of the year, I think. For heaven's sakes, I'm going to go home and watch at least 20 more times.
No, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Novia, and congratulations to everybody. I love watching all the videos. So we are available in most of the hotel gift shops, Roundhill, Trial, Sandals, Goldeneye, and of course in Kingston at Sobelio, Flirt Boutique, My Jamaica, Craft Cottage, Fontana, and hopefully Kenya Linton will take some.
Yes!
And also Caravan Woman Home Online. So we're of course through Instagram. You can DM us. We do direct sales as well. And yeah, just drop us a line. We'd love your feedback. We'd love to know what more you want. We do a huge line, as you know, both handbags and home goods. So you know, we're trying to keep this Straw Heritage alive, and I really appreciate all the encouragement of our supporters. Awesome. Thank you.
I think it's very important that we keep the industry alive. I think it's important for community development as well. And if only the next generation would understand this. But I think actually, as they see the international brands continue to mimic what we do and have done for years, they will hopefully cotton on. Yes, we did try to find Faye Noel, so we look forward to having you next time, Grenada. So thanks for that shout out, Miss Noel. Marlene Haggerty. Hi Marlene, I'm sitting in Zurich watching this amazing virtual show. Never surprised. Oh, thank you, Marlene. Come to visit you soon as the borders, as soon as I can. Not going anywhere right now. Never surprised by your creativity, Novi, and I'm happy that the Jamaica Observer supports you. Congratulations to all the designers. So far, I've been blown away by all the design. Kudos, Marlene Haggerty. That's nice. Yeah. Shout out to the Jamaica Observer, because, you know, when you're mad, you take a medication and you go to work and you say, yes, we can. And they say, of course you can, Novia. Just take some more. Angie Spencer, Jamaica Observer, always ahead. # Novia gets it. Thanks, Angie. Hope your party is going well. Our champagne is going well, too. Thank you very much, Perrier Jouet, Select Brands. Pepsi Nation. Is that, who's Pepsi Nation? Is that Rot Nation? Is that Bay? Okay, no, sorry. Okay, fine. Gina Fletcher, excellent virtual fashion show. Very proud of my Caribbean people. Lots of talent. Donette Chinloy. Novia, simply brilliant. Thank you, Donette. Innovative, soulful. Every designer, bravo. Bravo. Home run. Kenya Linton, using the highway as a runway. Greta Constantine, love, 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 love. And mailing I've worn for years. Nigeria, also love. From Canada, both of us. Cecile Levy, your seat is still here, Cecile. No one has taken it away. Blown away by most of the interpretations. These designers deserve a world stage. They are clearly ready. Yes, I agree. I've known this for years, actually, that our designers are ready and deserve a world stage. Sometimes we fall short and we are not confident enough to understand this. So I think after today, that there's no doubt in anybody's mind. You know, the good thing about, you know, never waste a good opportunity, and people actually came down on us for when we actually said it, but never waste a good opportunity. You know, for too long, we've had to sit and wait. You know, Vogue felt sorry for us the other day and asked us to put ourselves on the cover. Why should we? Why, though? Explain to me why. Vogue can come to us and put us on the cover if they wish. You know, we don't need, you know, these kind of petty moments anymore. I mean, we're happy that people found it instructive and amazing, but in the Caribbean we don't have the volume, but we have bespoke pieces, right? We absolutely have bespoke pieces. I remember the first time the spotlight was shed on the fashion in Nigeria. In Lagos. I remember the first time seeing I remember calling Norman saying, is he really in Jamaica? Because, you know, you know the talent, you see the talent. I'm not too sure why Oswald Boateng is the only one on at Savile Row, but, you know, hey, one day. But you see the absolute talent I have worn mailing for years, right? You see the talent. The first time I saw Robert Young in Jamaica at Caribbean Fashion Week, I was like, wow, blown away. You know, decades later, he's still at the top of his game. You have, there was a collection that Kirk Pickersgill, Greta Constantine did at, was it Harrods, I think, Kirk? And then you discover that, oh my God, he has Jamaican roots. You know, this, and you know, you dig, and then you find him, and again, so gracious, so humble, that he actually responds to your email. Not that Mai doesn't respond eventually, you know, eventually, but not that Nefertari doesn't respond eventually, right? But, you know, the talent, I mean, you guys need to bow down. I mean, the world needs to bow down to all of you. I think we have chosen just the taste, and I think the 13 that we have chosen, I think the 13 represent the larger Caribbean unit, and I really think this is just absolutely amazing. Thank you very much again, Ashley, and it's gratifying what you're doing. I have been obsessed with Ashley since with the Beanie Bud collection. I just think it's it's going to be one of the 10 wonders of the world. Kenya, tell us a little bit. Everybody is, you know, talking about the production. Well, we know Michael Cushing is a genius. You know, if only he'd made the deadline. But Hector Lincoln from New York, watching from New York City, so great. Big up, Novia. Thank you, Hector. The Jamaica Observer, and to all the sponsors. Yes, I have to say that because, you know, some sponsors don't get it. So what is it again? Yeah, this is it. Proud to see the brilliant Caribbean designers. That Beanie Bud collection. Thank you, Hector. That's some world-class design, absolutely, and craftsmanship, which should be seen all over the world. Talk about authentic and intrinsic. I couldn't agree with you more, Hector. Right? Yeah. And everybody loves Kirk, of course. Everybody loves Kirk. Hello, duh. We love it. We love him too. We'd love to kidnap him forever and ever. Okay, Kenya, tell us. Let me say it in your voice now. Tell us about your collection.
Okay.
Tell us about your collection.
I wanted to go back to what you were saying about Ashley with Beanie Bud. Her collection is absolutely beautiful. I was lucky enough to be on set while we were filming because we kind of pulled together to film our collections around the same time, and it was absolutely beautiful. I definitely want to carry her pieces in my boutique, and I'm looking forward to that, Ashley. So the collection, as you can see, was shot in the Blue Mountains. It's my place to retreat whenever I want to feel at peace. And the best thing for me is waking up to the beautiful sunrise. As I wake up, most of my friends know, the first thing I do is open my windows or go on the patio and I look out at the sunrise. It's my way of paying homage to his supreme being. And I absolutely wanted to do light colors, pastels, because most of my customers who have been trickling in slowly, please come back out, people, it's time to shop again. They've been pretty much asking for cheerful colors and whites, and I figured that's what I was feeling too. And I feel coming out of a pandemic and these uncertain times, you just want to feel happy and cheerful. And pastel colors, just like weddings, do that. And while we were actually in the Blue Mountains, people go cycling in the mountains, and all the cyclists who passed, they kept stopping and saying, congratulations, because they thought somebody was getting married because of the pastel, cheerful colors. But there was no bride. And they just kept saying, congratulations, you look beautiful, congratulations. And that's how these pastel colors make you feel. It's happy, it's cheerful. The silhouettes are feminine and flirty. There are lots of ruffles, the organzas, and just the nice soft fabrics. Just makes you feel really happy. The hills, we actually really wanted to set up the chairs, and Ashley remember me going through the hills saying, I need a spot where I can set up 22 chairs for our front rows, you know, fashionistas who are, you know, virtually there in the front row. That's Novia and her crew right there in the front row.
Yay!
So we really just wanted to bring it to life so you feel like you're at an actual fashion show in the Blue Mountains in Jamaica, seeing the beautiful pastel sunrise and seeing the beautiful pastel collection. Now you can get the collection at Kenya Linton Boutique, 80 Lady Musgrave Road, Kingston 5. And you can also shop online at www.kenyalinton.com, and that's KENEEALINTON.com, or you can call us at the boutique to set up a private shopping experience, 876-622-4290. We're here for you. We're reopening. We're getting back into the groove of going out again. We do have a wide selection of face masks to go with all the outfits. Nice. So just ask for it because you have to wear it now. Everywhere you go, we have to try and stay safe. But we're getting back out there. We're ready to look fabulous, and just shop online or come in store.
Thank you very much. Nandini Savin is watching us from California. Excellent show. She really is enjoying. And there's Kirk, Cambridge. What is it that Robert Young always says? The Caribbean aesthetic, we have to take us to the world. There you have it. Also, somebody was saying hello to you, Robert, from Abu Dhabi. When did you get there, Robert? You're keeping secrets from us. Andre Wayne, super proud to be seeing Caribbean and African creative excellence on show from here in Buenos Aires. Thanks to Jamaica Observer and NMW for always innovating. Carlton Brown is still the standard. Andre Wayne Reed. Thank you, Andre, from Buenos Aires. Hi, Diane Scott from Canada. Triumph Novia, sitting in my office in Toronto and simply in awe. Thank you for opening my eyes to all this incredible Caribbean talent. Cannot wait for the world to open up to start putting on the glam again. Congrats to you all. Thank you very much, Di. Mariam Hines-Smith, Kenya, apologies. So excited. Spelled your name incorrectly. That's okay. Actually, yes, okay. It's okay. I think she'll forgive you, Mariam. Yes, Simone Gordon, beautiful collection. Okay, back to Carlton Brown now. Carlton, tell us about your collection.
First of all, I must say, before I go any further, I must say thanks to the AC Hotel for hosting me. You know, it was one phone call Kenny made and everything else was done.
It wasn't me.
But it's a cool call. So I want to say thanks to Novia and Kenya for doing that.
Yes, we love the AC Barrett at the Observer newspaper. Shout out to Adam Stewart.
Yeah, you know, big ups to everybody for that. The collection for me was just being comfortable. You know, I go for, you know, the very light, you know, I just went light on this one in terms of fabric and color. Because, you know, for me is that the time of year for this now, I mean, it's very warm. You know what I mean? So wearing cotton and, you know, different prints, you can do a lot with it. So for me, it was just about, you know, doing that. But I went for prints. I just went for, you know, prints and, you know, embroidered fabrics, you know, for shirts. It's easy, it's cool. You know what I mean? Everything, even for the suit that you know Swaggerman is wearing, that's all cotton, but that's bird's eye in the middle.
Love
you know, that big the bird's eye. Everything there is more of a bib shirt, so to speak. You know, it's what it was. I mean, it's detachable. You know, I mean, it's just cool. You know, but overall, I mean, I must say it's just you what I love. When I got the call, it was, as we say, it's very short notice, but we pull it off, Novia. Only you get the work done. But you know, this for me, this collection it's very limited. It's a very limited collection. It's very limited. As it is now, what you see is what you get. Because of the limited amount of fabric, I mean, I could source for this. But overall, I mean, I must say it's a good look for me and for every designer in Jamaica, the Caribbean, and around the world. You know, you can contact me in terms of my Instagram. It's Carlton TT Brown. On Instagram, my email address is carltonbrowndesigns.com. You can email me there for all information, and we can just take it from there.
Great. Thank you very much, Carlton. Sharon Levy is watching from San Francisco Bay Area. We like San Francisco. They've got money for you designers to spend. Lovely show. Congrats to the designers. Yes, Sharon, you will get a list and all of the contact information of all of the designers as soon as we are through. Just so that everybody knows, Carlton, stop getting excited. You got more notice than you usually do. After the last, let me put it on the table. After the last series of webinars, we had back-to-back. I mean, there were 9. I was exhausted. I took a week off, so everybody had 3 weeks. Mind you, it took 3 weeks for us to find some people. Then it took another 2 weeks for some people. We ain't calling any names.
Across the continent.
We're not calling any names. Robert Young and Mai Atafo and Nefertari. We're not calling any names. Nefertari, we're not calling any names. We're not. Why would we be calling any names? Why would we be calling? And as for Bill Edwards, who actually lives across the road from the Observer newspaper, okay, in walking distance. As for Bill, okay. And then when you finally do, I mean, thank you, Theo, for always responding. Even when you are on air, Theo, you respond. And you say, hi, I'll call you back, I'm on air, right? Now, you see him with all these lights, click, click, click on Instagram, telling people about, winning this and winning that, and, shooting telephone booths in London and shooting Savile Row, but it's all good, right? But yes, we didn't have that much time, but you see, it's even more, this is the thing. You didn't have a year, because had you had a year, you would not have done as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? You need to have a fixity. You need to have a fixity of purpose, and know that when the world is ready for you, when the window opens, you've got to open and go through, because the world is ready for you now to be received. The San Francisco Bay Area. Do you know how much one of Greta Constantine outfits cost in the San Francisco Bay Area, operative Bay Area? And then, you've got Robert Young from Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
You better try find the pieces now before you get to Abu Dhabi. Who's after Carlton? Kirk Pickersgill. So we loved your pieces, every single one. Can you tell us about your journey in Canada, and how you have maintained excellence and, want to be reckoned with in a country that's extremely competitive?
Well, my journey actually started in Jamaica. I was born in Jamaica. I came to Canada when I was 1. Then I had school here. And then I had the opportunity to work and live in Italy for 15 years. I worked with D Squared. They're also Canadian, twin brothers. From there, Greta was born, and I came back to Canada because the recognition of the brand just got bigger and bigger. So I just realized I need to be closer to family and have my baby born and, just have her grow. From there, the brand started to build and took it to New York, to Paris. We're available globally, from Nordstrom to Alt Hoffman. At 12 Boutique, I'm reading this so I don't get the names wrong.
Okay.
Farfetched and Moda Operandi. And you can visit us at www.gretaconstantine.com. And we're also available on Instagram. You can DM us. Same name, Greta Constantine. I'm being humble again.
He's something else.
Something else. It's okay. When you go to Toronto,
never do anything like. I honestly never do anything like this.
When you go to Toronto, you can visit.
I can't say no to you.
When you're, sorry, you were saying something? Okay, when you visit Toronto, Kirk is then his atelier ready to greet you, and you'll spend the entire day with him. Congratulations, Novia. Hi, Brian Sang. Greetings from New York City. Walter Green, we love you. Yes, who's there? Nefertari. It was really, really nice. It was nice. I met Nefertari at one of the earlier years of Caribbean Fashion Week. And it was really nice to reconnect with her. Nefertari, tell us what you made for Rihanna, because I know you made something for her. So tell us, spill the beans.
I made a controversial dress that she wore to the Barbados Music Awards. It was turquoise blue, and it made a long conversation around the island because everybody was talking about the V down to her navel and the back down to just be above her bum and unusual hypocritical pratter that you hear about, but nobody talks about how people dress so wet fat with their nipples showing. But that was a controversial dress, and 2 other pieces that she wore to 2 other different situations.
And Nefertari also dresses the Prime Minister of Barbados.
Yes, for her official events, not everyday stuff, but her official work. And a couple of pieces I did for the Governor General for her induction and for overseas travel and a couple other events that she had privately. But I do one-of-a-kind, very custom, intense work because I like my work and I like to be very hands-on with it. I'm not into mass production because I feel you lose some of yourself with mass production and you lose that more craftsmanship, as I would like to put it. So I'm not into mass production at all. I did it years ago. I'm not doing it again. So I do like one piece, get a piece, that's the piece. Nobody else is going to have it. Nobody else is going to be near wearing it, or they can't even come in and say, well, I like that. I would like this for myself. No. I do it for you or do it for, the occasion or the situation. Presently, with COVID, a lot of things have been shut down, and the outlet that I normally supply and also a lot of my work can be seen in, it's now closed, and it will reopen hopefully by September because it's in a hotel, it's on the West Coast, but the hotel is under renovations. So we'll be up and running again in September. And in the future, I will give Novia the contact information because I don't want to give it now because we're all now restarting in terms of getting materials and all those things back in. So I don't want to I don't want people to be emailing me and calling me and I can't deliver. That's the worst thing to do. It's better to have it and then somebody can get it as opposed to tell them, I don't have it today, then the next. I want to give kudos to Robert, Fabulous, Henderson, I think his name is Elyett from Blue Lala. I'm a textile artist
Theodore
also.
Elyett.
And Fabulous. I mean, the use of fabric, he's generous in his cut, which is wonderful. And to Greta Constantine, oh my God. I mean, if I won the lotto, I would buy pieces from you.
Yeah.
This stuff is gorgeous.
And
it's cut. I mean, the cut is fabulous. So kudos to you also. And it's good to have all these different faces and views of the world and their interpretation in their work on one page from the Caribbean. Yes, we have 1 or 2 from outside of the Caribbean, but to have that bloodline running through all of us, that's fabulous.
Thank you
Good
very
job,
much.
Novia.
Because somebody wants to know where your work can be found, Nefertari. So as soon as you are up and running, you let us
Hot
know.
Stuff. The boutique is called Hot Stuff. It's in one of the boutique, one of the hotels on the West Coast. But if you look up, you'll find Hot Stuff if you're in Barbados. And later on, I'll give Novia the contact. We'll do the full contact information. But anytime you're in Barbados, the boutique is called Hot Stuff. And it's on the West Coast in one of the higher end boutique hotels.
Thank you very much. Candy Nichols for Candy Fab.
Hello.
Do you want to walk us
Hi.
through your? Do you want to walk us through your collection?
Well, as I said before, my collection was basically made because of the sign of the times. I do make headwear. Before I go through that, I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity to you, the Jamaica Observer, the Best Dressed Chicken, Sagicor, and Rapid True Value, to your audience, to all of these designers here, you don't even know how honored I am to be in your presence. I've admired your work for a really, really long time, like Carlton Brown. I love you. I've loved you since you came to Barbados for Barbados Fashion Week.
Oh, yeah.
Linton, like, oh my gosh. Anthony speaks about you all the time. Mei Ling, special love for you. Thanks for, recommending me for this. The other designers, I love you. Nefertari, special love for you. Novia, it's funny you mentioned her Rihanna's dress, because I also work as a wardrobe stylist, and I styled Rihanna for the music awards. And when she put on the dress, people just went silent. They were freaking out. They were just, they were like, what the heck? Because she said the front was low, the back was low. I mean, yeah, she was covered in everything, but people really couldn't comprehend, what was happening. In regards to my collection, I want it to be fun because, we have to wear these masks and they aren't the most comfortable things. They're all cottons. I tried to use Caribbean colors. Obviously, all the embellishments are detachable. That way you can take them off, launder your mask, just clip it back on. You can wear it with or without the embellishments. My stuff is available at candifab.com, www.candifab.com. I'm also on Instagram and I'm also on Facebook. So you can reach me anyway. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll find that photo of that infamous dress. And you'll have to buy the Observer to see it, of course. Theodore.
Hey.
Hi again.
So Blue Lala is, like I said, a celebration of the waters which surround the Bahamas. It's an exciting transition for me because for the past, 20 years, I've really focused on evening gowns, pageantry, bridal, costume design. And so to be able to transition in a pandemic to a more wearable collection for retail is something that's exciting for me. As I mentioned, the majority of the collection is produced in 100% natural fibers, so cotton, voile, manufactured fibers like rayon, silk, just very easygoing silhouettes. I wanted to create something for a woman who doesn't really want to be so concerned about what her body looks like underneath the garment. And I think that we in the Caribbean celebrate fluidity and airy pieces. So I just wanted to present something that would be comfortable to wear, very easygoing. All of the pieces actually have pockets in them. So all five of the pieces.
Oh, yes, we need pockets.
All have pockets because I do feel that women love garments that are not only functionable, but it also allows them mobility. And so, yeah, I'm just excited to present this collection. This is the first time that a Bahamian textile company is actually pairing with a Bahamian designer to launch a retail
fantastic.
collection. So I'm happy to make history in the Bahamas in that regard. I've been doing this for 22 years now, and I said to myself at the beginning of 2020 that I wanted to launch a retail collection. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but when Bahama Handprint approached me in June of this year, and they asked me to step forward as a creative director for Theodore Elyett for Bahama Handprint, of course I said yes. And then when you came to me 3 weeks ago and said, can you have 6 pieces ready for a virtual fashion show? Of course, I will never tell you no, Novia. So I'm grateful for this opportunity to be able to showcase alongside some of the Caribbean's and Africa's most brightest designers.
Thank you very much. Just want to read a message here. I think there are so many people sending messages. This is from Lisa Elliott from Caribbean Airlines. Congratulations, everybody. Unprecedented, almost as unprecedented as the current situation, but oh so much better. Thank you for providing some great entertainment in these times. God knows we need it. Haven't flown for 4 months, but this had me soaring. Continue to be unapologetically you and keep the hits coming. We certainly will. What has been instructive about the presentation, you'd all agree, is every single person has their own story and has certainly told their own story. The narrative, but somehow you could write a book and every single person would have, a chapter in the book as the narrative was just expertly woven throughout. So that's really heartening. So let us hear from Mei Ling. Always lovely having you, Mei Ling. And as always, you told the Caribbean love story so well, so gentle, so soft.
It's great being here, Novia. And I mean, great being in such wonderful company, such great Caribbean creatives. I'm proud to be here with you all. And A Quiet Space is really a bridge collection to my collection, which will started working on probably, hopefully for November. I felt at this time people weren't really going out, so I needed, and it's really what I love doing best. I love doing shirts. I always love working in white cotton, although I wear only black. I felt that women were looking for basics, but basics with a twist, easy to wear, cool for our Caribbean, what you would say, summer, August holidays, and just things that they can dress up or down. I have to thank Anthony Reed, my menswear designer, because he really got it. And if you look at the garments, they really echo the architecture of my home, which I forgot to say is over 100 years old. The jealousies,
it really is beautiful.
This really was my inspiration, and I'm going to build on it. But already thinking of what I'm going to do at the end of the year. But you know, nothing's certain nowadays. So I'm just happy. And as I said to someone the other day, I am so happy that I love my job, because even working in these stressful times, I am elated to be back at the drawing board. I am elated to be working at this time, as stressful as it is, and just creating new pieces and thinking and pivoting, as you say. You know, so thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. If people want any of my pieces, DM me. I have to say again, thank you to all those Jamaicans. Such fans I have in Jamaica. And they're the ones who always DM me. And two of them are wearing, two of my special ladies are wearing my pieces this morning. Thank you. I have to say that too, that if you want to find me, you find me on Instagram or mailinginc.com. I'm now working on my shop online, and Anthony Reed.Trinidad. You would find his pieces, but you could also contact me. When the borders open and you visit Trinidad, number 6 Carlos Street. Jamaicans are always here, and I missed them very much at this time. And congratulations, and I hope all my fellow designers go on, work on, be inspired as best as you can. And it's a new time, and Novia has us moving with that time.
It's
yes.
Thank you. It certainly is a new time. It's really funny. The other morning I woke up, business or fashion. I usually send it to mailing, or mailing sends it to me, or Donette, and somebody's always read it first, kind of thing. And it was like, oh well, you know, the world is, you know, doesn't like virtual fashion shows as such. And I read it, and of course, you know, this was like Monday, you know, with our virtual show on Tuesday. And I read it, but basically I just dismissed it, because we're always, so here's the thing, and I said to somebody, well, wasn't this the same response when fashion shows started, when they were taken outside of the, you know, the protective environment of the atelier and the, you know, one-on-one presentations? This was the same situation. I think sometimes we have to be prepared to script our own narrative and stop waiting for other people to. Nefertari actually said it best. We don't do mass production well. So let's just get that out of the way. We do bespoke pieces exceptionally well. So let us focus on what we do. However, we need to change the narrative around how we spend. We need to stop saying that, because you hear it all the time, you know, you'll certainly fork out for a design label, but you won't fork out for a Caribbean label, right? So we need to change that narrative. We absolutely need to change that narrative and really ensure that we spend and that we develop the Caribbean aesthetic, because the Caribbean designer understands. If you were watching the Maya Atafo, the bridal collection, when the men turned, you saw the flap, and you have to be you know, you have to be a black man to understand the backside of a male. And, you know, a Caribbean, and then, you know, to understand the derriere of a woman, of a you know, the average black woman. There is that shape, there is that philosophy, there is that sass, it's the way we move. Yeah. The whole interpretation of style. We actually taught the world to be stylish. So let us take back our rightful place. I really think it is time enough. Elizabeth Francis, happy to be logged in. Amazing bunch of Caribbean designers. Love the variation of unique aesthetics. It's all Caribbean. But each designer, and yes, Elizabeth, each designer can be identified by their own blueprint. One size does not fit all. To say that Caribbean fashion doesn't have a presence in the global market, I think they need to wake up. Rachel Barrett, hello everyone. Congratulations to NMW and the team on keeping up during COVID. I wanted to ask Mailing if there are any plans to issue another edition of Mailing Fashion Design. I think it's a must-have for any Caribbean fashion lover's bookshelf. And so say all of us. As a matter of fact, where are the books on all of you?
On all of them?
I mean, yes, we've got the young ones at the table, but where's your book, Kurt Pickersgill? Where's your book, Mai Atafo? Where's your book, Bill Edwards? Robert Young, you're too busy running up and down the place. Where's your book? Where's your, you know, here's the reality. And thank you very much for that, Rachel. I've just taken it wider. You know, I have my library of books. The only one that I have is Mailing. Right? At work. I've got one at work and one at home. Where, you know, what are we supposed to say to the next generation of designers? Who are they supposed to look to for inspiration? Robert, you can answer me because you're always full of chat. Answer me.
Publish our books. We could do it like a newspaper. So that would be something that you all can do, take on. Yeah?
Well, here's the thing. You always chuck it back at us, right? you always chuck it back at us. So here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying to you. Because we sit at a newspaper. We've had to pivot in times of COVID. We've had to pivot. The Jamaica Observer newspaper is, and I say it unapologetically, we have lifted lifestyle. I have to give thanks every single day to my publishers, right? Love you, Mr. Stewart, I serve at your behest, and his son Adam, and to our editor-in-chief who understands the importance of lifestyle, so that we're looking at food, we're looking at fashion. Page 2 is a veritable zeitgeist of who we are. 100 years from now, Robert, you can actually look and see how we ate, how we lived, how we danced, how we purposed, how we repositioned our life. It is time for you creatives to stop saying you publish. We are in survival mode. We are all in survival mode.
That we got the opportunity to do this film. At first, I was like, And I said, okay, we will do it, and we will do it as a direction for what I needed to do. The house that you saw there is a house that my father built in 1979 that got burnt like 2 weeks before Carnival. And this is a kind of a response to, ancestral response to him. Wow. Also to think about my direction, because I nearly think if this continues for a while, I don't know if you need to, if fashion won't exist the same way it existed before. So it was just a kind of like a view of me connecting to the space in Toko again, where the thing was filmed, and getting some friends to pull together writing of it and pull together some director and some person to get the staff. And so the film was important for us to do, and we would use this as a way to kind of guide the narrative that we have, because the cloth is influenced by a lot of things, and this was a time to just pull that nuance together.
Absolutely. And the chapter, and here's the thing, a chapter on the 13 designers right here in front of me, a chapter each. It's a book. It's a book, and we can always go beyond that. But let's consider that, because I think it's important that our the next generation, if you say to them who half of you are, they might not even know, which is absolutely appalling. And people, in the same way that our Caribbean, literary greats are oftentimes unheralded, let's not make the mistake when it comes to our designers. So we need give us a chapter on you all. Otherwise, what can I tell you? So where were we now? We were, thank you for that, Robert. We now go to Nigeria. So what's hot and happening in Lagos? Apart from you, of course.
Lagos, like everywhere else, we're trying to deal with where we are as regards the pandemic. Things are opening up gradually. And Nigerians, we love to dress. So any reason to wear an outfit, we operate. So initially, it was really bad, aside from my business. I think I said this during the last webinar we had, and there was no business for almost 12 weeks. But things are coming back. We're having smaller weddings. Smaller weddings in Nigeria, it's almost like a curse, because we love big weddings. The wedding has to be extravagant. We're talking 3,000 people to a wedding, 4,000 people. So trying to do a wedding with 20 people in sitting is almost like, seriously.
4,000, he said.
But people are having to cut down the size, and they're spending more on the intimate things. So they're spending more on the dresses, or spending more on decorating the small area. And that's giving me the confidence to actually put out a collection like this. So this is actually the first time anyone is seeing any of those pieces. The photos are not even ready. The photos will be ready in 2 weeks' time. So this is pretty much an exclusive of this collection here today, and I'm really happy to show it. And for those that do not know, apart from the bridal line and the suit line, we also have amazing kaftans for men. And for women, we'll be launching the ready-to-wear kaftan lines for women, hopefully on Wednesday. So look out for that. That'll be ready to go. But in all, it's really been I would say, thought-provoking time where you have to realize what you do, why you're doing what you do. And I think at the end of the day, the love for what I do is what's still keeping me here, doing what I'm doing. And that's what's going on here for me in Lagos, Nigeria. And again, I would always want to say a big thank you. I tell Novia that every time she gives me a compliment, I tell her to please flatten me. She shouldn't stop. I love getting her compliments. I'm like, stop it, Novia, don't stop. So anytime she calls, I'm more than happy to be part of this. And I keep saying this, from the first time I visited Jamaica, and I was meant to show a collection. This is me having done nothing less than 40 runway shows or more in my life. I was quite nervous. I was nervous in Kingston because it felt like it was a homecoming. And we always believe that your family members are the ones that would embarrass you with doubts. So I felt like I was around my family. I thought if I messed up, they were going to give me a big hit. But I think at the end of the day, it was really big. And it's unbelievable how much our cultures are similar, so similar. And for people that do not know, like Jamaica, for one, had a lot of influence on Nigeria for the longest possible time. We all thought we were young Jamaicans going around saying, "Yeah, man, wagwan, man," thinking that we're the culture and all that kind of stuff. The music, everything was pretty much a part of, me growing up. Even this morning, before the show, I was listening to some Sonia Spence. I know what Sonia Spence. I was listening to Sonia Spence on my turntable. That's how much influence Jamaica's got on us. So I always love being part of this and the Caribbean in general. So thank you very much, Novia, and I'm always here when you need.
Well, you know, I think it's, thank you, Mai. It's an absolute pleasure. And it's important that we, whether we start or whether we end on the continent, because truth be told, it's our motherland. So, you know, some of us got dropped off everywhere else in the world, but it's important that we keep that connection going. Plus, you have a population of how many people in Nigeria?
200 million in counting.
Exactly. So how many dresses mailing do you think you could make? Right, and vice versa. So, you know,
piece of the pie.
let's not get it twisted. You know, there's a market there for us. I would just like to say thank you. Ethel Felix says, this was so fantastic. It's great to see the immense talent of our people. Thank you for allowing me to be here. I'd just like to say thank you once again to James Black for Love YC, Mina Robertson for Havali, Bill Edwards for Bill Edwards, Ashley Rousseau for Beanie Bud, Kenya Linton George for Kenya Linton Designs, Carlton Brown for Carlton Brown, Kurt Pickersgill, co-designer Greta Constantine, Nefertari Cadell for Nefertari Designs out of Barbados, Candy Nichols for Candy Fab out of Barbados. From the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Theodore Elyett for Theodore Elyett. Trinidad and Tobago, Mailing Esau for Mailing Inc., and Robert Young for The Cloth, and Mai Atafo for Brands Atafo from Lagos, Nigeria. I'd like to thank, obviously, the Jamaica Observer newspaper for this amazing platform, to Team Observer, to Natalie Chin. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Sagicor, The Best Dressed Chicken, H&L Rapid True Value, Build, Renovate, and Decorate. And to my besties here, Cecilia, your spot is still here, and Odette, your chair is here. Okay? Listen, guys, thank you. We're all going to watch, rewatch, watch again, and study every single collection, every second of every collection. You have done us all in the Caribbean, in the world, in Africa. You've done us all proud. I really would like to thank Ms. Naomi Campbell, our rock star, for stepping up for us. Absolutely incredible. And for all of our supporters as well, Tamu, Opal, Chrissy, everybody who has taken time out to put the webinar on their respective platforms and to say yes. And of course, to everybody in Jamaica who continues to support the Jamaica Observer newspaper and support the lifestyle section of the Jamaica Observer newspaper. To our beloveds in the region, see you all very, very soon. Who's this now? Kirk Cambridge, last word. I look forward to your sit down with, it's Robert Young, Richard Young, to discuss. Okay, so there's Richard Young, who's Robert Young's brother, to discuss the decades of speaking and representing the Caribbean aesthetic. Thank you very much, guys. I think you're all hungry now. We have food and champagne here. Sorry. Not enough to share. Not enough to share. But for those of you, Carlton was driving up and down the city. Carlton was driving up and down the city today, looking for God only knows what. So Carlton, the after party is here. It's here, so you can come down to phase 3. I really have to thank Delana, who answered the pity call the first time I called him in a panic. And it has been absolutely amazing working with these gentlemen from phase 3. They have, when you talk about pivot, here's the thing. I think prior to COVID, we kind of knew what Delana was up to, but we didn't kind of know what he was up to. Right? You know, the new buzzword, darlings, you've got to hear this, guys. The new buzzword is pivot. Everybody's pivoting, and everybody's having virtual this and virtual that. But we have had our lifestyle virtual. At the end of August, we're going to be doing living in the Caribbean, right? So I'm going to be calling you Mai about that in Nigeria. So please take at least a 10 call. I'd like to. It really has been. I mean, this production is powered by obviously our partners, but phase 3, they're on time. They're just professional. You know, we lose people. Where are you, Bill? They find people back. We lose people. Where are you, Nefertari? They find them back. We lose Kenya. They find the people back.
Carlton is driving.
Right?
They find him on the road.
They find them on the road. Carlton Brown. They find them on the road. Absolutely incredible. And then, of course, you know, when we grow up, we want to be surgical. You know, they actually have. Listen, I've got to give you this joke. They've got a warm, you know, something that warms the bench. You know, like at the Oscars, you've got the name and you've got somebody to just sit in the seat to keep you kind of warm and cuddly. And then, you know, you arrive. You know, I don't know if I can speak to Jamie after all of this. And talking about Jamie and talking about Mina, these are the next generation that you're looking at, and you've seen what they have delivered. Right? These are the young ones coming up. We have to always have them at the table. And they kicked off first. Cheers to you all. Lots of love. See you soon. Bye. Thanks again to our sponsors.
Bye.
Come down.
She's a pilot, she's a surfer, and he is an astronaut. Kids will be kids, happy and carefree. But as a parent or grandparent, you care more, because you know life is not all smiles. That's why we created Child Protector, a critical illness insurance plan covering 15 critical illnesses, providing hospitalization benefits, life insurance, and investments. So make sure your child can live life to the fullest. Apply for Sagicor Child Protector today.
We all lead busy lives. We spend so much time in traffic or on a bus. But with all these distractions, there is an opportunity to make our time together something to get dressed for. Making time to share the goodness, share a milestone, share a meal. Sharing your life's most important experiences is a meal together away. The best dressed chicken. Make life delicious.
In a time where so much is uncertain, there's one thing that I know for sure, is that we are one Jamaican family. And as family, we must take care of each other. That's why we at Hardware and Lumber, including H&L Rapid True Value and H&L Agro, are doing everything that we can to support the nation, including donating 1% of our online sales to Food for the Poor, so that they can help those among us who need it the most. Each time you shop at hardwareandlumber.com, we give. So let's give together and make a difference. We are going to get through this, and we are going to get through it together. So manners and respect, Jamaica.